Well, I'm Clint Kelly and welcome to Iron City Gardening. This past month I was going down a YouTube rabbit hole. I could not help myself when I saw this on one of the world's most expensive fruits. This is supposed to be a dragon fruit plant from Mexico. Now, I am not going to delude myself on thinking that I'm going to solve the world's hunger problems. This was ordered from the Cactus outlet. My first time ordering any large plant. I've ordered an African violet. I've ordered a tiny cactus root piece or cutting that I had to root, but I've never ordered a large anything over the internet that was living. So we're going to unbox this thing. Now, I ordered it approximately 2 weeks ago. It took 3 days for processing. It got held up in, I believe it was Arizona, and now it has finally gotten here. The people assured me that it would be in perfect condition because they ship for things that go out of country that are 14 to 18 days. Now, what I ordered was a cactus that is supposed to be 12 to 18 inches big, and every review that I read about this company said that what they got was way more than they expected. And I want to see if we get the same thing. It says 12 to 18 inch cactus for William Kelly, which my first name's William, but my middle name's Clint. That's what everybody knows me as. And of course, directions. Y'all are not interested in that right now. Let's see what this baby looks like when she comes out of the box. Now, what I loved about this is they have this extensive story on these 10 or 15 different fruits. Mangoes, dragon fruit, this particular, which I don't remember how you pronounce the real word because it's not like a traditional dragon fruit. It is a Mexican version of a dragon fruit. Grows on a totally different type of cactus than a regular dragon fruit does. Oh Lord. Well, she is wrapped up, that's for sure. Let's get some more scissors in here on this. And what I loved about it was that this whole community can base just about their entire income off of this fruit because it's very hard to ship the fruit itself, so it pretty much has to be grown. It starts losing its flavor within 24 hours after picking the fruit. So, of course, I don't know if it'll even fruit here, but I loved the look of the cactus itself. It is an Oregon cactus. Lord, I see spines. Let's see if I can get this out so that y'all can see it. Of course, I've been planting banana trees, apple trees. I've got Chickasaw plum seeds in the refrigerator that I just took out and potted up a few weeks ago, trying to get them to grow. Because you know, Chickasaw plums are a native to Alabama. Unlike this Mexican dragon fruit that I'm going to hope I can get to fruit within the next couple of years. My regular dragon fruit, like you see in grocery stores today, is just now reached the top of its trellis, and I am working on rooting several other pieces of it now so that I'll have several different ones because they have to cross-pollinate. Luckily, this does not, or at least in what I have read so far of it. I'm still reading on this particular Mexican dragon fruit. Spine. Something we do not want in our hands today, I can tell you that. what I like about the thoughts of growing this fruit is that it's not something you can just get anywhere. I mean, yes, I would love to grow bananas on my banana trees without having to move them in and out of the house, but I know the likelihood of that's not going to happen. Not unless we go to zone 9 before we know it, and I really hope that doesn't happen. I hate it when we change zones, but look at that. Oh, I would have never imagined that that's how big they would have shipped. I was thinking, 12 to 18 inches and skinny, not huge like this. Let's see about some tweezers. That is just absolutely amazing to me. That is huge. Right now, I'm going to encourage you. I wish I could remember the actual name of the video that I watched, but when I go down a rabbit hole, I do not sit there and write down the name of every video that I've watched. But 2 days after I watched the video, I was researching about this cactus. And I love the fact that it's something that you just can't get anywhere. So, even more interesting, it can get 12 to 18 feet tall. I don't know where I would put it if it did get that tall, but I'm very impressed with what I got. Like I said, again, this is the cactusoutlet.com. Perfect example of an excellently shipped plant. You have to excuse me, I'm sweating buckets. I turned the fan off in the greenhouse so you'd be able to hear me. And I do apologize for the state of the greenhouse. I am supposed to be, right now, potting up about 40 poinsettia cuttings that I did back, I think that was, June, 1st of June. And they've already outgrown their pot, so it's time for me to go and do that. I will first pot up this, but I'm not going to hold y'all for that. I may do a separate video for it though. Watch and find out. Thanks, guys. Alright, had to take a quick break, get the table cleaned off, get some things set up, but I figured we'd just go ahead and pot this cactus up. Now, if you can hear the fan, I apologize. I haven't yet worked out how to get that done without having all the sound, which I probably need a mic. But we're going to pot up the dragon fruit cactus in this pot. From the directions, I don't need to put it in anything much larger than the opening of a 5-gallon bucket with half the depth, which is about what this pot is. Y'all will notice that I keep my pots outside because I love the dirt and patina look they get on them. I am not going to rewash this pot. When I brought it here, I washed it, scrubbed it, put it away. I put some dirt in it to let it age out so the moisture in the pot could give it that patina that I like. I emptied that dirt out just now, brushed this out. And now I'm going to put some standard cactus mix in here. This is pre-bought. This is nothing special. I have not made this. I don't know which company this, this one is Miracle Grow Cactus Soil is what it is. When I get it, I always empty it out of the bag because I get so many bags in here, there's just not enough room. I can stack boxes. Bags are just taking too much space. But what we're going to do is fill our pot about halfway full. A few scoops here. A little bit more. And luckily, when they shipped this cactus, they shipped it in paper and bubble wrap. So I'll have some paper to handle this with. What I'm going to do is step out of the line of camera for just a second. Once I get that chopped up, let's see, we're going to need one of these. I like to always keep some type of pole around, bamboo pole, fiberglass. I've used copper pipe. I have used aluminum wire for poles, just depending on what strength I need. For this, I'm going to like bamboo because it's in a terracotta pot, and the cactus is a natural cactus. Let's see. Just a piece of that. Oh, sounds like Tracy's home. I'll turn down that speaker. There we go. So we may get a special guest appearance by Mr. Nicholson here in a minute. Let's see, let's measure that up to about 26 inches. Yeah, that's going to work out perfect. And once you get that part done, you'll need to take some paper there. Mr. Nicholson, if you'll hand me some paper, please. Once we get the paper, we'll turn around and use that to do the cactus. We're shooting a video. So, anyway, once we get our paper out to where we can grab this cactus, we'll stand it up. Let's roll her onto here. And I'll tell you all about the red ribbon in a minute. Be careful, there's still spines all in the bubble wrap. Not want to touch that much more at all. Now this one will be real fun because this cactus is not light. Ooh, that is heavy. You notice I've leaned it against that pole, right? There we go. Now let's see if we can get it to stay there long enough for me to stand her up. Oh yeah. Luckily, below the growth line, there is no spines, so I can pick it up and shift it over a little bit at a time. There we go. Center of the pot. Luckily for me, most everything is within reach in this greenhouse, most of the time anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie just a little bit of this string up to hold these two together. So I'm not having to focus on holding both of them. And then we're just ready to scoop and fill. You do never want to cover back up higher than the soil line that was already there. I don't think most people realize either that once you repot a cactus that's been shipped, because I did not know this, I had to read it, is it's usually been hyperwatered before shipping, depending on the type of cactus, of course, but this one was. So I am able to use slightly damp soil. This right here is not even what I would consider moist. It is kind of dry, but not super dry. And once I get this soil in here, we're going to pack a little bit before we go any further, so we can sure this cactus up. So once you get all of your soil in, we're not going to water. While we're here, let's go ahead and talk about that red ribbon. When cactus are grown in fields, they usually have a south-facing side, a north-facing side, east and west. And depending on where it's grown, sun tends to hit one side more than all the others. In this cactus case, it was the south-facing side, and where the knot is tied is the south-facing side. So here, if you're going to have this cactus in your home, it doesn't matter. UV light is not going to pass through most of the windows enough, and most current windows have UV protection on them, so you don't have to worry about that either. But if you're going to place it outside, like I'm going to eventually, that knot has to be on the south-facing side, so that it gets the same amount of sun exposure that it was used to in its natural environment. This is important because you do not want to scorch your cactus. You do not want to burn it at all. It's funny that some plants are indeterminate in that way. It doesn't matter. But on larger breed cactus, it turns out that it is kind of important. Oh, that's tightening on up. And I've gotten a little dirt a little too high. So let's brush that out of the tines. I can see now that I need to go a little bit higher, but I didn't want to get too much dirt in the spines. But I sure don't want to have to try and pick that out later. And before I post this video, I will know the real name of this cactus. I was just too excited to wait to go through and do the research to look the name back up and learn to pronounce it. I don't know if y'all can see my partner moving around behind me, but our yard is a constant look at and work and walk and watch the butterflies, hummingbirds, fireflies, and everything that we've worked the past few years. Watch them grow. And there you have it, folks. I'm curious. I'm too curious. We were supposed to get a 12 to 18 inch cactus. She is measuring out, once planted at her solar, at 21¼ inches. That is way better than I would have expected. You know, so often we order so many things that when we get them, we're kind of like, I don't know why they said it was going to be this and it turned out to be this. Well, in this case, way better than I expected. Way better. Let's clean our pot up. Now, I will let this sit here on this table for about 3 days. I don't have to worry about the direction of the sun because the greenhouse in here is UV protected. It is a low UV grade protection, but it is all that we need to keep the sun from leaking the leaves out, or in this case, the stem. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to show you what my dragon fruit cactus came to me looking like. And then now I'm going to take you around. And this is what our dragon fruit looks like now. When I planted it in this pot, you can see the original section down at the bottom. And this is everything that has grown since April of this year. Now eventually this piece that's up here is going to lay out, and once it lays out, that's how it will produce its fruit. Amazing. And I just added this piece over here this past week.